Ah, Jesus Christ.
Off the throttle there.
Good thing I was holding it. Jesus.
The last time we flew this little jet plane, it could have ended better.
Shit, there's no throttle. Oh, shit.
And so Winston has kindly provided a new chassis for it. And so we're going to try to swap all the electronics over into their chassis. We have a new set of wings, but our old one is actually in pretty good shape. Like it's got some wear and tear, and it's signed by Winston and everything. So we want to keep using this because we can just keep flying this until it's actually broken. Should be good. So we just got to do a little bit of gluing, a little bit of tear apart, and then put everything into the new body here. So first step is to literally just tear everything apart on this one so we can move it into this one. So we're going to take pictures of it as we go.
So the main thing I'm worried about is making sure we have the receiver oriented and where it is now, because it uses that for the safe technology to kind of level out the flight and have that. If we put it in there sideways, backwards, upside down, it's going to freak out. So that's the main thing I'm worried about.
It's always important when you're working with foam and electronics to use the most calm, collected approach of just tearing it in half.
There, I can get to it easy now.
Okay, we've got the motor pulled out of the bottom, which actually looks super good. Like, even though it's just like matte black finish, like that looks awesome. Giant 70 amp VSC for 6 sol. The EDF, oh, that is sexy. And Winston made a mess.
You know it. Holy snap! Where can you buy this stuff? This is glued down to the fuselage more or less, and I'm just trying to get it off so we can put it in the new one, but holy crap. Alright, yeah. Holy shit.
Stab yourself.
Well, I'm not. I'm be careful.
We have a new wood piece, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I took. By the way. Oh man, it had double-sided foam plus that white adhesive. White adhesive.
Weiss adhesive.
Weiss adhesive.
Is that everything out already?
Yeah, no, we're good.
How long did that take?
I mean, 5-10 minutes.
According to the time lapse, we're 16 minutes in. That's actually pretty impressive on the teardown time there.
I'm kind of surprised. That wasn't too bad. We did have it half destroyed already, but it wasn't too bad.
Half? It's fully Winston.
No, hey, you never mind. I can't say anything.
Alright, we've got the tail pretty much installed. Winston's jimmying up some foam to put in this spot here. We're missing like a little bit. Yeah, we're missing that section, so we're trying to replace that. And then we also realized that we're missing this chunk. Which, I mean, this plane doesn't need its rudder that much, to be honest. So I'm not too worried about it. Like, it's still functionally fine. Maybe just need a little bit of glue on that control horn. But yeah, it's there. So we're ordering a new one of these to get in at a later date. We'll just swap that out because that chunk is actually pretty easy. Motor's all back installed. And Kyle picked the worst spot in the world to lay down.
Didn't you, bud? Didn't you?
Hold on 1 second. We finished the entire build. Everything's back together. We got the busted wings on here. Seems pretty fine. Our own custom DIY dealio here. Now we're going to plug it in for the first time, so we're hoping not for smoke.
No smoke, no smoke. Okay. 6 out. Oh, hey there.
There's some flaps. What was my flaps switch? There it is. Yeah, those both work.
Check your control surfaces.
Where's the gear?
That's the gear. Because there's a mix for it.
All three? Nice.
Oh, that's stuck. Good enough.
Okay. Right roll.
Yep.
Left roll.
Yep.
Pitch down. Pitch up. Yeah. Right. Sort of.
Ah, Jesus Christ!
Off the throttle there.
Good thing I was holding it. Jesus. Alright, blow it again. Make sure it's going on right. Oh, yeah, it's like that. Yeah. Hold on. It works.
We got it. Exactly 65 minutes later, we replaced the entire main chassis, tail fins. We kept the original wings because they're not that bad. They're functional. Hey, Kylo, what are you doing down there? Up, no, right here. Oh, good boy. What do you think? Does it look good? So everything is back together. We just plugged it in, tested everything, accidentally tested the throttle, and it works. So I guess we gotta go re-maiden it. I'm hoping it lasts longer than today. So we'll see.
All I know is I don't think I'm gonna try and fly it today because I don't want a repeat of, yeah.
And roll the tapes.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Alright, we are back with the plane here at Church A. It's been a few months since disaster struck.
Shit.
But the plane is back together, and we're gonna FPV it through this awesome field, so get excited. Okay, so we modified the little FPV backpack here with actually the top plate from the Sector 132. We flipped it upside down and then mounted everything on that, so now it's got this kind of independent FPV system, and then it just wires into the balance lead here using the main flight battery from the plane. So it's a pretty sweet little setup. Just put the canopy on over top of that, and boom, you're ready to fly FPV. Here goes the maiden. I'm just gonna go straight FPV because that's what I'm most confident with. We've checked all the control surfaces. Everything looks great. The FPV video is great. I am starting the recording now. Wish me luck.
Holy shit, that's fast! Holy shit, that's fast! Put the camera out.
Well, I was trying to bring it in for a landing, and I only had, I was trying to get a good approach. Like, the wind is coming across here, so like the width of the field is not that wide. And so I was trying to get it to turn a little bit slowly, and I ended up tip stalling it, trying to go a little bit too slow. So it was, it ended up being a pretty gentle crash, I hope, but a crash nonetheless. That's the cover for the front landing gear.
Oh, dude, we are good.
Yeah, it looks fine. A little mushed there.
Landing.
Oh yeah. Not too bad.
Looks viable. I mean, it didn't eject the battery, so.
No, but that nose still took all of the brunt of that. Jeez. Yeah, it looks alright. Just a little hot glue.
He's available for hire for flying fixed wings.
Sponsor me, please.
Hey, all things considered.
Yeah, it was too windy, honestly. Well, what did we learn? We learned,
Jets need a calm day.
you know, like, it would have been fine.
FPV might be plugged in still.
No, it's not. The yeah, it's good. It just, like, again, I was trying to come around and line up for a diagonal short final for the parking lot there, and I just slowed it down to try to lose altitude, a little bit of airspeed, and then just kind of cruise in. And while I was in that slow bank, it just tip stalled and fell again, third time in a row. So yeah, I mean, it's still in one piece. Got a little bit of gluing to do, but it should be fine. I'm gonna wait for a much calmer day. It doesn't look that windy, it doesn't feel that windy, but it is windy enough that flying the plane, like, it was buffeting around like crazy. And then, you know, again, coming in for that last short final, it just tip stalled, and I couldn't quite get enough airspeed to come in and land safely, especially with the wind. So maybe we had a little bit of a joyride, just kind of trying to get it up when we could. Yeah, so we're gonna call it for the day, not risk breaking in any further, and then come back later. Safe flying.